is the Red Sox POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Boston Red Sox, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Yeah, and here we go, our first of the season. The marathon is underway, and Wilyer Abreu, opening day in Arlington, Texas, the hero for the Red Sox, solo home run, first of the season for the Sox, and then a 3-run shot breaking the 2-2 tie in the ninth inning. With that, we welcome you to the opening day of the 2025 Major League Baseball season and our first Locked On Red Sox postcast of the season as well. Steve Lennox with you, longtime baseball play-by-play announcer, national show host. As a kid of the 1980s, watched Red Sox games on a small black and white TV. Former big league pitcher Scott McGregor used to tell me in the minor leagues, I had more useless baseball information than any person that he had ever met, and to this day, I take that as a compliment. We are providing you with Red Sox reaction all season long on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, as well as the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, just like we did last year, beginning in June of 2024. You know the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed is available and free wherever you get your podcast. On our first Locked On Red Sox postcast of this season, we're going to discuss Wilyer Abreu and his heroics. We're going to discuss the debut of Garrett Crochet. We're going to discuss the Red Sox bullpen, which was terrific. We do want to hear from you, our everydayers and our first-timers. If you were an everydayer with us last year in 2024, we do welcome you back. If you're with us as we continue with the Locked On Celtics postcast, part of Locked On Sports Boston, we continue, and we appreciate you being on board with us as a Boston fan and a Red Sox fan as well. You can join the conversation. Watching live on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, hit us up with a comment. Join the Red Sox conversation. You can also hit me up on the X at Lennox on Baseball with questions, comments, or concerns. No concerns today as the Sox win on opening day in Arlington against the Rangers.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Narrow it down, one thing, Wilyer Abreu. 2 home runs. Last year, August 4th, 2024, Globe Life Park, Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. Wilyer Abreu, his first multi-home run game at the big league level. Opening day, 2025, his second. Both coming in Arlington. Last August 4th, his first home run, a solo shot against Nathan Eovaldi, just like he did on opening day today against the Rangers. Solo shot, first home run of the season for the Red Sox, first home run of the season for Wilyer Abreu, and that tied the game at 2-2 in the 5th inning. Then Abreu in the 9th inning, a 3-run shot, just like he did last year against the Rangers, a 3-run shot. And the way that 9th inning played out, Alex Cora did a great job, knew exactly what he was going to do with the bullpen. Crochet went the first 5. We'll touch on Garrett Crochet coming up in segment number 2. Garrett Whitlock, 2 scoreless. Chapman in a tie game got the 8th inning, worked a scoreless 8th inning. Slayton, no problem, threw 13 total pitches and retiring the side and striking out 1 in the 9th inning. Chapman the win, Slayton the save. But I believe it was last year when Abreu hit his 2 home runs in Arlington, where I think his grandmother had just passed away. When he hit the home run, the second one was against a lefty. It was his only home run of the season against a left-hander in 2024. But he hits the home run, second one, and he was crying in the dugout, and really no one quite knew why. And after the game, it was found out. He had just found out that a relative, I believe it was his grandmother, had passed away. So a lot of emotions there. But absolutely, I mean, the Red Sox hit some balls hard. Abreu hit the 2 hardest maybe all day, and they both left the yard. But there were some decent at-bats in there overall for the Red Sox. But Abreu just absolutely hammers the ball in the 9th inning. And yes, there was, that gives a little 3-run cushion with the 3-run home run. Earl Weaver somewhere smiling. Loved the 3-run home run. Hall of Fame manager for many years with the Orioles. You don't know the name Earl Weaver. I'll do this all season long. Look him up. Anyway, I just, in that 9th inning, you also get a first as well. And we'll touch on the debut of one Kristian Campbell. Campbell reached earlier, a 2-out walk in the 7th inning. Went to second on a balk. Abreu walked. Abreu was on base 4 times, 3 hits, 2 home runs, a walk and 4 RBIs. But in that 7th inning, Connor Wong, facing former teammate Chris Martin, someone he's very familiar with, and lined out for the final out of the inning, but hit the ball hard. Jarren Duran, 1-out single in the 8th inning, stolen base. Devers grounded to first. Bregman, his Red Sox debut, lined out to right field, inning over. But in the 9th inning, Trevor Story, a 1-out walk, stole a base. Love it. Kristian Campbell, first big league hit, had been 0 for 2 with a walk prior. Campbell pinch run for. Alex Cora brings in David Hamilton. You not only get better speed. I mean, Hamilton, I love the fact that he's on the roster. It was a big miss late in the season last year when he broke a finger. Hamilton on base, also first NESN broadcast reference. Dave O'Brien, Lou Merlone, glad to have you both back. Dave, thank you for your friendship. But Hamilton's in there not only to pinch run, but also defensively. He's going to be in there in the bottom of the 9th inning at second base. More speed, better defense, bottom of the 9th inning. Well, Hamilton could trot around the bases as Abreu, the next batter up, reached with the home run, breaking the 2-2 tie. And just a great start to the season overall. Again, if you're with us on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel and you're finding us for the first time this year, we've moved from Locked On Sports Boston to the Locked On Red Sox. Gabby is still on board. She'll have reaction. She'll have storylines, does a great job with that. So Gabby is still on board. We've moved the Locked On Red Sox postcast to Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, and we do encourage participation. We are going 2 segments now, not 3. We're trying to get out between 15 and 20, they tell me, on the Locked On Celtics postcast right now. I'm trying to avoid a shot clock, 24-minute shot clock violation. So let's get to our first comment. We got Jack. Have a great game, Wilyer. Let's go Red Sox. Yeah. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate checking in. And again, you're with us, Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel. Tell your friends about us as we continue to build this. We started last June. We try to go every single day. So the Red Sox play 20 days out of the first 21 days of the season. Our only off day is going to be next Tuesday in Baltimore. Opening up the season, 7 in a row on the road. Big road trip to open up last season, same this year. That's okay. You really want the Red Sox? You really want to go to a Red Sox game at Fenway first, late March, early April? I've done that. I did that as a kid. Sometimes it's not the best experience. We'll share those stories another time. Talking about the Red Sox victory against the Texas Rangers. And again, 2-2 9th inning. My wife comes in, long day at work, and I'm like, okay, dinner, all those different things. What are we doing here? Well, it's 2-2 in the 9th inning. This one could go 12, could go 13, who knows? Boom, Wilyer Abreu, one swing of the bat, 2-2 ball game, turns into a 5-2 lead, turns into a 5-2 victory. So the Red Sox open up their 125th season with a victory. Second straight year, they've won on opening day. Prior to that, they had lost 3 in a row. But Wilyer Abreu, just terrific. I'm just happy for the guy. There's going to be a feeling out process. This is opening day, all over social media. Make it a national holiday. Well, fortunately, I don't work during the day. So I'm in front of the TV anyway. And for many years, I've been able to make baseball my job in one way or another. So I'm in front of a lot of baseball games. But it was exciting. The real moment for me was when I first clicked on ESPN.com, went to the Red Sox Rangers Gamecast page, and saw the starting lineup. And I'm just like, wow, here we go. Jarren Duran in the leadoff spot. Rafael Devers, yes, he's in the DH role. Now, Devers 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts. We can touch on that. Bregman 0 for 4, 1 strikeout. Red Sox, hey, 2025 is not a lot different for big league hitters. Red Sox hitters striking out 13 times total. Devers 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts. There is going to be sort of a transition. Lou Merlone mentioned it on NESN of Rafael Devers and the way things play out of not being the third baseman right now. But it's going to be I not at the ballpark every day, but is he going to take ground balls at third base? I listened to the EEI pregame show, Will Fleming, Will Middlebrooks, and they were talking about Alex Bregman, and from the moment he walked into the clubhouse, Rafael Devers may not know it right now, but Alex Bregman is not only he's there to help the Red Sox on the field and off the field and in the clubhouse. And he established that almost from day one with the young players. But Bregman behind Devers over the course of this season. Devers being able to hit, same age that David Ortiz became the Red Sox full-time DH. This puts miles on his career. How many years at the end? I don't know. Does he maybe make a transition at first base? All winter long, we heard Casas could be moved in a deal. Casas in the game, 0 for 4, a couple of strikeouts. So those guys, I mean, your 2, 3, 4 hitters combining to go 0 for 12. And we've got some production elements this year. So let me get one of them out of the way right now. We already did what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about Wilyer Abreu. We're also going to be talking about Garrett Crochet in the next 24 hours before Game 2 of the series against the Rangers, 8 p.m. Eastern, Friday night. But the turning point of the game, that's what we have here. Production element.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
And the turning point, and I have it there, our at-bat of the day. We're going to sort of go around here. At-bat of the day will be in segment number 2. Again, if you're with us on the Locked On Red Sox postcast on Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, join the conversation. I want your at-bat of the night. Now, yeah, we give it to Abreu for the 9th inning. That's not always going to be the case because Ceddanne Rafaela early on in the game had a terrific at-bat. Now, he did strike out once in the game. But Rafaela, in the 3rd inning, Red Sox able to tie the game at 1-1. Rafaela up there, down early in the count. And similar to last year, Ceddanne Rafaela sometimes comes to the plate and it feels like he's already down in the count 0-2. But in that 3rd inning at-bat, and this is not my at-bat of the game, it's the Abreu at-bat of the game. And Abreu, by the way, also our player of the game as well. We've got a production element for that. But Rafaela in the 3rd inning, he got 2 strikes. I was more into the at-bat. Fouled off some pitches, put the ball in play. Reached on a fielder's choice, scored Abreu from 3rd, the game tied. Didn't strike out. He had a productive at-bat. You compliment that. You applaud it. You tip your cap to it. And I love that at-bat from Ceddanne Rafaela. Occasionally, that at-bat is going to be my at-bat of the game. But yes, with this one, 2-2 9th inning, Abreu, 3-run home run, 1 swing of the bat, breaks the 2-2 tie. So that's the turning point and at-bat of the game as well. And yes, just so we can put the cherry on top of the sundae.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
I've hit on a lot of elements. I'm going to get into segment number 2 here in just a few moments. But the player of the game, again, join us. Hit the comment button. Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel. Going to hammer this home for you. Participation is mandatory. If you're with us on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, just hit the comment button. It'll come. It'll be slow at first, and that's fine. But yeah, Abreu, player of the game, moment of the game, turning point of the game, everything across the board. Garrett Crochet in the bullpen. We're going to tip our cap to the bullpen when we continue. Steve Lennox with you, Locked On Red Sox postcast, part of the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, also available wherever you get your podcast as well. Talking about that bullpen and Garrett Crochet and his debut as we continue. Locked On Red Sox postcast, Locked On Sports Boston, your team every day. We are presented by FanDuel. March Madness is here. FanDuel is giving you a chance to get in on the action like never before. Right now, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. That's $200 extra bucks to use on everything from buzzer beaters to Cinderella stories. Didn't have a lot of those in the opening weekend. And even who's cutting down the nets. Picking your favorites. You might have your eye on a few underdogs this year. FanDuel makes it easy to back them with spreads, totals, and game props as well. With tournament games happening almost every day right now, there's always something exciting to bet on. The FanDuel app is simple to use, and when you win, you get paid instantly. No waiting around. So visit FanDuel.com and get in on the college hoops action all tournament long. Locked On Red Sox postcast also presented by Prize Picks. Baseball season now in full swing. No better way to get in on the action than with Prize Picks, the best place for daily fantasy sports. With Prize Picks, You simply pick more or less on at least 2 player projections. And if you're right, you can win up to 1,000 times your cash. Whether it's strikeouts, RBIs, or first inning runs, Prize Picks keeps every game exciting. This week, you might be thinking about picking Aaron Judge for more than 1 home run or Shohei Ohtani for more than 1 stolen base. It's that easy. Setting up a lineup takes less than 60 seconds. And when you win, your payout is quick, safe, and secure. With Prize Picks, you may want to take advantage of Taco Tuesday, where Prize Picks offers discounts on select player projections for even more value. Download the app today and use code LOCKEDONMLB to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, that's code LOCKEDONMLB for $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. So Garrett Crochet makes his Red Sox debut. 5 innings, 2 earned runs, a couple of walks, 4 strikeouts, 5 hits allowed, 88 total pitches, 61. He's stretched out pretty good. Evaldi ended up going 6, and he threw 1 less pitch. Evaldi struck out 9 over 6 innings and threw 87 pitches, so a lot of his at-bats were quick at-bats. Devers took 1 or 2 good swings, but just, getting a feel for what's going on. I hope this shoulder thing doesn't become a second year in a row for Rafael Devers. Remember missing time last year, shut down, both shoulders, bothersome. Hopefully that's not the case this year. Hopefully that's behind him. But Crochet overall, he can throw a lot of pitches. Lou Merloni alluded to that on the Nesson broadcast. And he's fun to watch. He really is. And Tanner Houck goes in game 2. I sort of thought as Crochet was getting into the 3rd and 4th innings, along the lines of, I think Crochet and Houck are going to be a good 1-2 tandem, left-right. And again, there were a lot of roster moves prior to opening day getting underway for the Red Sox on Thursday. Liam Hendricks opening up the season on the injured list. But Crochet is a guy, as the weather gets warmer in April, he's a guy just going to go out there and give you an ace performance and give you a legit 7. That's what Tanner Houck, not more often than not, but Houck, your ace, you want 7. And with Crochet, I thought on multiple occasions watching him pitch his 5 innings against the Rangers on opening day, that basically Crochet's going to be a guy who not only is going to be able to give you 7, you're going to be able to give him the ball every 5th day, every 6th day. And you're going to have a night where you can rest the bullpen. And Crochet, I think, is of that mindset, sort of that, I don't want to say old school, but, Scherzer, Verlander, those guys who still have that tie to the past of understanding, hey, the bullpen needs a night off. I'm going out there and giving 8. Maybe we just use 1 or 2 relievers. 7, 2 relievers, hopefully you're in the win column. But overall, for game 1, no jitters, anything. Crochet was pitching. This is how I'll wrap it up. Crochet was pitching like it was June or July. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. He really is. Garrett Whitlock, what a great story he is. And it should not get lost. Whitlock, 2 scoreless innings, 23 total pitches. Gave up a hit, struck out 1. Missed all of last year. Would have been a big piece. And I think he's going to be a big piece in this bullpen for the Red Sox. And Crochet, reading past quotes, guy wants to stay healthy. Guy wants to contribute. Guy wants to be on the big league roster and contribute for a top-tier team. He's got all that in front of him right now. Stay healthy. That's number 1 for Garrett Crochet. If Garrett Crochet is healthy, he's successful. Chapman got the 8th inning. So, hey, last October, we were thinking Justin Slayton, he could be the closer of the future. Well, he gets the save, his first of the season. And, had some wiggle room in that 9th inning, but didn't allow, the Rangers have plenty of bats in that lineup. You get the tying run of the plate, they can tie it up real quick. Chapman did a great job keeping it a 2-2 game in the 8th inning, and Slayton got the job in the 9th inning. That is versatility that Alex Cora had but didn't have in 2024. They've got it this year. Redeemed? Cold bats? Yeah. SMH, cold bats, yeah. Yeah, but again, you're 1-0. It wasn't a doomsday scenario if you lost on opening day, and it would have been in walk-off fashion for the Rangers, but it didn't get that far. Abreu's your hero. This isn't football. This isn't live and die by each week of an NFL regular season or a college football season. This is one of 162. The marathon is underway. The sprint doesn't come until September. So you take it game in, game out. And that's what we're going to do throughout the year. 1 down, 161 to go in the regular season. I will do numbers of the night as we get into the season, trends and things like that. I've got a couple from Red Sox media notes. Kristian Campbell, 22 years, 272 days. Youngest Red Sox to start second base on opening day since Reggie Smith in 1967. It's been a while. One of 6 on the Red Sox opening day roster, 25 years or younger. And we know from the offseason, we know from Baseball America, we know from MLB Pipeline, we know from a lot of different outlets, Campbell's just the first, right? All winter long, Kristian Campbell might make the opening day roster. We don't see that as often anymore because teams try to play the numbers game and try to wait a few weeks and get that extra year of arbitration and all those different things. Kristian Campbell's on the big league roster, and he's the first of a lot of young guys coming to the big leagues, and they're coming soon. They're coming soon. But Campbell gets his first big league hit out of the way. Did okay at second base. There was a smash that was hit at him. It was actually, it wasn't really a smash. It was a broken bat and wasn't able to make the play. Ball went into the outfield for a base hit. But, he's going to have his bumps in the road there. But he got his first big league hit. Ask Mickey Gasper about going into the offseason and going all offseason now with the Minnesota Twins, still looking for that first big league hit. That just popped into my mind. So what's next? What's next is the Red Sox open up their 125th season with a victory, again, winning on opening day for the second straight year. So in case you're wondering about the numbers, here you go. The Red Sox are now 61, 63, and 1 tie all-time on opening day. There you go. We're back with you. Really looking forward to Tanner Houck making his season debut in Game 2 of the series against the Rangers. It's going to be Tanner Houck and Jack Leiter. We will be on within minutes of the final out of each game as we go throughout the regular season. We'll miss 1 or 2 here or there. We're never going to try to miss back-to-back, and hopefully I'll be able to alert you. Now, is your day going to be ruined because we don't do a Locked On Red Sox postcast? No, but yours will because I enjoy talking with you. Again, we go live within minutes of the last out each game throughout the course of the season with our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. Tip our cap to you for being on board for the maiden voyage, and also a salute and a thank you to our sponsors as well, FanDuel and Prize Picks. Saluting, I give the salute. Supporting our sponsors is supporting us with Locked On. Locked On Sports Boston, number 1 place to hang out immediately after every game. Locked On Sports, your team, your Red Sox, all season long.